G'day again, John Down Under Tunage here in Melbourne, Australia. Yeah, geez, it's been a while since I've done a video, and yeah, I feel a bit guilty that I haven't put anything on for a while, but yeah, I want to jump on board the thread put out by Chris Propfe. Chris Propfe is musically obsessed, and he wants us to spell vinyl, V-I-N-Y-L, with records that you got in your collection. So yeah, that's fairly easy to do, and I'll... Ben Rankins, respect to you, Ben. Yeah, I'm going to put an Aussie slant to it, of course. And the first one I want to show is a band called the Venetians. And they were a band in the early-ish 80s to the end of the 80s. And then that was the end of them. And their first record is called Step Off the Edge. Where are we here? 85. Parole record label. And yeah, had a reasonable, modest chart success with the song called Shine the Light. And then they had their second album was called Calling in the Lions, which this one here. And this so happens to be signed in very pretty gold texture by all the members. Yeah, once again on Parole. And yeah, the main song off this album was probably their biggest hit. I've got a 12-inch of that, which is called So Much for Love. Yeah, just Aussie rock, Aussie sort of, a little bit sort of softish. They tried to break them overseas, but apparently, yeah, as with many bands, they just didn't succeed. So why Air Supply and Men at Work and those sort of ones did, I've got no idea, but that's the way the music industry is. And the third one of the third and last album was called Amazing World, which is about 88. Just checking, I think it was. Yeah, 88. And yeah, the big song off this one was the track Bitter Tears. And there you go, Parole label again, so they stuck on that for the whole time. And there, yeah, 3 albums, that was it. So that was the V and Venetians. And then to go with I'll go with the band led by Kate Sobrano, which was I'm Talking, and their one and only album was called Bear Witness. Oh, what's this one? 86, I think. And yeah, they're on the regular label. And yeah, Do You Want to Be? Yeah, first song was probably their main song. Yeah, Kate did pretty well for herself once she left I'm Talking and had a solo career. I know there's an album out with Wendy Matthews, who was another local Aussie artist of Canadian extraction. But yeah, so Kate did alright for herself after the band I'm Talking. Yeah, it's like a funk sort of dancey sound. And yeah, if you like the 80s, you'll like it. If you don't like the 80s, you won't like it. So we'll leave it at that. And then to go with N, we have a band, yeah, we should do a thread on Aussie artists with fantastic names, because we'll tell you what, we've got a few. And this is one called Not Drowning Wavy. They were around in the 80s, I think into the very early 90s from memory, but I've only got a couple of their albums from the 80s, and yeah, this used to be 3RRR, which is a radio station here, and this is called Another Pond. I think this is 84. They were on the Rampant label. Yeah, they've got a sound a little bit like Doridi Column. Those that know that band, the British people will probably know them. But they've got that sort of, yeah, it's like a classically influenced bit of world in it, a little bit of social conscience sort of sound. So yeah, they're good Sunday afternoon listen. So there's Another Pond, and then probably I've only got there two of their records, and this is the second one I've got. Is called yeah, this is The Cold and the Crackle, which I think was 1987 from memory. And we've got a nice outback scene there, that a certain band that had a bald-headed singer. I can't remember who they are, but who cares? But yeah, there's a classic outback scene there. And this is also on Rampant. Yeah, and the what was his name? David Bridie, I think he was the main guy out of Not Drowning Wavy. Went on to form a band called My Friend the Chocolate Cake, which are a little bit probably soft for my liking as well, but yeah, that's something he ended up doing. And then for Y, I'll throw in a couple of compilations because they're both with the same name, and they are the Youngblood, which was on the Ruart label. So there's the Youngblood 1 and Youngblood 2. These are very late 80s from memory. Yeah, sort of new Aussie bands that they were trying to sort of break into a wider audience, especially overseas, but with varying degrees of success, or not. Probably was the case, but there's the first one. And yeah, we had a few bands here that, yeah, should have done better, and some of them did all right. Yeah, the Trilobites, that's one that a few people will probably know. Tall Tales and True, they had a EP Trust that I do remember. Crash Politics that Mrs. D really likes. And probably the main one on this was the Hummingbirds. Yeah, they've got a track called Hindsight, which is probably early for them. Yeah, like I said, on the Ruart label. And for number 2, I think the main one off this was a band called Ratcat. Ratcat was... Oh, what was that song? That Ain't Bad. Yeah, there they are there. Yeah, and they wrote... Yeah, they had on this port side and starboard side, rather like a ship. But yeah, we had like Falling Body. Yeah, Fear of Falling. That's a band that probably not many would know about. I'm pretty sure they're a Brisbane-based band. I've got most of their stuff. They were really good. You had a female lead singer. And there's another classic Aussie band that with a brilliant band name, the Plug Uglies. And they had that. Well, was that song All Done In? Yeah, that's right. But yeah, like I said, Ratcat are probably the main one. Yeah, Mark and Kane, they were around for a while. But yeah, this is sort of one of those ones that, yeah, good to have. And the last one for L. Yeah, this is a tough band to get the originals of. And this is called the Lipstick Killers. And this is the EP Mesmerizer. Oh, God. I think this is 84. Citadel, yeah, my copy is the only one on Discogs apparently because it's a special promo version. Yeah, there's a stamp on it there and pictures of the band, and they've got an absolute killer track called Hindu Gods of Love. Yeah, if you don't know that, look it up. It is brilliant. There's that punkish sort of with a bit of energy, very late 70s into the 80s. Yeah, so that's what an original one of those looks like. And then I'm pretty sure Ben has shown this on his channel. And this is the redo from about 2021. And it's called Strange Flash Studio and Live, 7881. And it's on the Grown Up Wrong label. And it is... Yeah, very nice orange one. And yeah, so they had 3 7-inch singles that I'm really trying to find, but they are going for absolute crazy money. I know just quietly one of them or a couple of them got sold at a shop that I know here, Vicious Sloth. They sold a couple of them to someone. But yeah, Hindu Gods of Love, Sockman, and then in 1999, The Human Crash was released, and that's probably the rarest of the 3. But, yeah, so if you don't know that sort of energetic, punky sound, get into some Lipstick Killers. They're really good. So that's, yeah, high recommendation. And I'm pretty sure Ben would be all over this one as well, because it's really good. So there you go. There's the vinyl spelt out for you, Chris, and yeah, thanks for putting up the thread ideas. I think you sort of bemoaned the fact that some people don't reply to them or you don't get enough replies, but yeah, I'm definitely having a go at it. You know, better late than never. Yes, everybody watch. Thanks very much, and I'll see you later.